Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you exactly what a $25,000 monthly night ticket sales really looks like. But 3 years ago, I was working 60 hours weeks at a hotel in Dubai for 250 euros a month, barely speaking English and thinking this whole online sales thing was probably a scam. But after generating over 3 million in sales revenue and personally earning plus 300k dollars in commissions in the last 12 months, I've learned something that nobody talks about in those flashy Instagram posts. The path to consistent May $10k dollars monthly night ticket sales looks nothing like what most people show you online. I've spent almost 2 years testing every strategy, failing on calls, getting rejected, and slowly figuring out what actually works versus what just sounds good in a 60-second TikTok. So in this video, I'm going to show you the 5 things that high ticket closers never tell you about making $10k dollars per month, including the uncomfortable truths that might save you 8 to 12 months of wasted effort and the hidden advantages that women have in this industry that nobody talking about. Stay until the end because through the number 5 completely changed how I approach every sales call and is the reason why I went from $3,000 a month to $25,000 a month in 12 months. So let's get into it. Before we dive into what nobody tells you, let me be clear about something. A 10k per month in night ticket sales is not just possible, it's actually the baseline for experienced closers. I know women personally earning 15, 20, even 30k per month. So these are real opportunities, real companies, real money, but here is what drives me crazy. Most people teaching high ticket sales online show you their results without showing you their reality. They post their commission screenshots, they talk about easy closes, they make it sound you just hop on a call and the money appears. That's not how this works. And I think that's dangerous because when you start your high ticket sales journey expecting it to be easy and then it's not easy in the first 30 days, you think something is wrong with you. You think you are not good enough, you think maybe you are not cut out for sales, you quit before you even give yourself a real chance. So today I want to give you the full picture, not just the Instagram highlight reel, the actual journey from zero to consistent 10k per month, including the parts that are hard, the skills you actually need to develop, and the timeline that's realistic. Because here is the truth. This is one of the most valuable skills you can learn as a woman in 2025. It gives you complete location freedom, unlimited income, and a career that gets more valuable every single year. But you need to know what you're actually signing up for. So let's break it down. The 5 things nobody tells you. The first thing nobody tells you is that your first 3 months in high ticket sales are not about making huge money. They are about building a foundation that will pay you for years. Let me show you what a realistic first 90 days actually looks like. So, month 1, the learning phase. So, you are learning the frameworks, you are practicing scripts, you are doing role plays that feel kind of awkward. You're probably not closing anything yet, and you're expecting maybe to earn from $0 to $1,500. And this is where most people quit. They think, I've been doing this for a month and I haven't made 10k yet, so it doesn't work. But that's like going to the gym for 2 weeks and being upset you don't have a six-pack. So during month 1, you are building the skill, you're training your brain to think differently, and you're learning to listen in a new way. In the month 2, the application phase. So you are starting to interview with companies, you are getting on real calls with prospects, you are making mistakes and learning from them. You might close maybe your first 1 to 2, 3 deals, and your expected earning is maybe from $1,500 to $5,000. Month 2 is when it starts to click. You have your first real conversation where you think, oh, I actually helped that person make a good decision. This way, my first month earning anything, $800 in commissions. To most people, that looks like nothing, but to me, it was everything because it was proof that this was real. The month three, the momentum phase. So you are closing consistently now. You understand the patterns in objections and you're building confidence. You're hitting your first 5K to 8K maybe, and you're expected to earn like from 5K to 10K dollars. Notice the pattern is not linear, it's exponential. I want to make something clear. These are just examples from my own experience and more importantly, things I've seen happen time and time again with so many of the women I've helped. But here is what nobody tells you. If you quit in month one because you're not making enough yet, you never get to the month three where the real money starts. So this is my actual income progression. The month one, I did $100. The month three, I did $5,000. The month six, I did $10,000. And the month 12, I did $25,000. The people who make it to 10K per month are not the most talented. They are not the most naturally gifted at sales. They are the ones who treated these first 90 days like an investment in themselves, not a get-rich-quick scheme. So, truth number one. Expect to invest the first 90 days in building your foundation. The payoff will come. The second thing nobody talks about is that being a woman in high ticket sales is actually your biggest advantage, but not for the reasons most people think. Let me explain what I mean. So most sales training is designed by men for men. It teaches you how to be aggressive, pushy, to overcome objections, to close hearts. And when women try to use these tactics, it feels wrong. It feels inauthentic. It feels like you are pretending to be someone you are not. But here is what I discovered after closing over $3 million in sales. The highest earning closers are not the pushiest one. They are the ones who build the deepest connection. Studies show that women have 18% higher closes rate in consultative sales compared to men. Why? One, we are better listeners. We actually hear what people are saying and what they are not saying. Watch a typical male closer. He's waiting for his turn to talk. He's thinking about his next speech point. Watch a female closer on the other side. She's learning in. She's asking follow-up questions. She's creating a safe space. Two, we build trust faster. So high ticket sales is about making people feel safe, investing $3,000, $5,000 or 10K or more. I can tell you how many times clients have told me I felt like I was talking to a friend who understands me, not a salesperson. And that's not a weakness, that's a superpower. Three, we are more empathetic. We can sense when someone is scared, when they are excited, and when they are hiding something. There was a call I remember from a while back, and the client said, like, yeah, I think sounds great. I just need to think about it. Now, most closers hear that and think, objection, time to overcome it. But instead, I said, of course, can I ask, when you say you need to think about it, what specifically are you thinking through? Is the investment, the time commitment, or something else? She paused for a moment, and I remember as she said, like, honestly, I'm scared I will fail again. I've tried other programs and they didn't work for me. And that's when everything shifted. I didn't try to overcome anything. I just created, like, a safe space for her to share the real concern. And once we addressed that fear, her past failure, the I need to think about it objection kind of disappeared. And that's the feminine energy in sales. It's not about being soft or weak, it's about being real. Here is what companies are telling me. 73% of high ticket buyers prefer working with female closers. Female closers have 22% higher client satisfaction rating. Women are 31% more likely to generate referrals and repeat business. This isn't because we are nice, it's because we are effective. So, truth number two, stop trying to sound like the aggressive male closers you see online. Your empathy, your authenticity, your ability to connect, those are not things you need to overcome to succeed in sales. Those are the things that will make you a top earner. Use your feminine energy strategically and you will out-earn 90% of closers who are still trying to alpha male their way through calls. Truth number 3 is the one that took me the longest to learn, and it cost me thousands of dollars in lost commissions. Most people who struggle in high ticket sales are not bad at sales. They're just talking to the wrong prospects. So let me show you what I mean. Here is what a low quality opportunity looks like. The company has no proven offer. They're paying 5 to 10% commission on a $1,000 product. They have no marketing system. You are expected to generate your own leads, and the average close rate is 5 to 10%. Let's say you do 10 calls per week, you close one person that is a 10% close rate, and you earn $100 per sale. That's like $400 per month, and you could work 40 hours a week and never break $2,000 per month. Now, here is what a high quality opportunity looks like. The company has a proven offer with hundreds of testimonials. They're paying 10% commission on a $3,000 to $5,000 product. They have a dialed-in marketing system generating qualified leads, and prospects are pre-sold through content and videos. And the average closure rate is 30 to 40%. Same scenario, so 10 calls per week. You close 3 to 4 people, that's a 35% close rate, and you earn $500 to $1,000 per sales. That's $6,000 to $16,000 per month. Same closure, same skill level, same time investment. This is why I'm obsessed with the companies in my network. Every single company in my program job board has been vetted for proven offer with real results, commission structure of $200 to $1,000 per deal, marketing system that generates qualified leads, historical close rate of 25% plus for trained closers, support and training for new team members. Because here's what I've seen happen over and over again. In their first 6 months, many women end up working with 2 or 3 different companies, and the first ones are usually terrible opportunities. So low commission, bad leads, no support. Then, once they finally find that third company, a real high quality opportunity with everything I just described, things change. Same women, same skills, same efforts. But suddenly, the real results start to show up. The difference was not their closing ability, but it was the quality of the opportunity. So, truth number 3, before you spend months trying to get better at closing, make sure you are closing for the right company. Here is how to know if an opportunity is worth your time. Red flags can be like commissions under $200 per sales, no testimonials or proven results. You have to generate your own leads, close rate under 15%, no training or onboarding support, and they want you to start immediately without vetting you. If a company checks more than 2 of these boxes, you are wasting your time. Green flags, so a perfect opportunity, could be commissions between $300 to $1,000 per sale, proven offer with real case studies, company handles all the marketing and lead generation, close rate is between 25 to 40% for trained closers and 5 to 10K OTE, structure, onboarding, and ongoing training. So here is my advice. Stop applying to every opportunity you see on a random Facebook groups. Stop working with companies that treat you like you are disposable. Find only high quality opportunities. Study their offers and position yourself as the professional closer they've been looking for. This is exactly why I built the exclusive job board inside my program. So you don't have to waste 6 months figuring out which opportunities are actually worth your time. Truth number 4 completely transformed my career, and it's the reason I went from inconsistent 5K per month to consistently making 20 plus K per month. Let me tell you about the moment I figured this out. 8 months ago, I was on a call with a woman who wanted to join a $12,000 business coaching program. So she had all the money, she was qualified, she was ready, and I was doing everything right according to the traditional sales training because I built a rapport, I identified her pain points, I presented the solution, I handled her objection. And at the end of the call, I remember that she said that she needed to think about it. So I lost the deal. And after 2 weeks, she sent me a message that changed everything. I remember that she said like, "Hey Melanie, I ended up joining a different program." And I remember that I asked her like, "Why?" And then she said that the other coach didn't try to convince me of anything. Like she just asked questions that of course helped her realize what actually she actually needed. So that's when like I understood and realized that I had been trying to make a sale. I was following a script, I was checking boxes, I was trying to close, but I was not actually serving her. So I completely changed my approach. Instead of thinking, how do I close this person? I started thinking, how do I help this person make the best decision for them? So in the old approach, the approach of selling, like my goal was to get them to say yes. I was focusing to overcoming objections, and my energy was convincing, persuading. And the outcome was like win or lose. But in the new approach, the approach of serving, my goal was helping them gain clarity. I was focusing on understanding their truth, and my energy was guiding, supporting, and the outcome was the right decision, even if it was a no. Now, here's the crazy part. When I stopped trying to close everyone and started focusing on serving people, my close rate went up. Why? Because people can feel when you are trying to manipulate them versus when you are genuinely caring. The best closers are not the ones who can convince anyone to buy anything. They are the ones who can help people make decisions that actually serve them. Because sometimes that means you close them today, sometimes that means you will tell them to wait. Sometimes that means you recommend a different solution entirely. And when you operate from that place of genuine service, three things happen. The first one is that your close rate goes up because people trust you completely. And the second is that your refund rate goes down because people only join when they're truly ready. And the third one is that your referrals skyrocket because people tell everyone about the salesperson who actually cared. And that's the power of serving instead of selling. So, truth number 4, stop trying to close everyone. Start trying to serve everyone. The money will follow and it will feel so good. Now we get to truth number 5, the one that nobody talks about but separates 5K closers from 25 plus K closers. The real skill you need to master high ticket sales is not objection handling or tonality or fancy closing techniques. It's emotional regulation. Let me explain what I mean. A high ticket closer experience a whole range of emotions in a single day. They might feel excited because they just closed the deal or frustrated because they didn't. And here is the problem. If you let those emotions control you, your performance crash. You lose one deal, you feel bad, and that negative energy carries into your next call. You get defensive with one prospect, and now you are guarded with everyone. So you have a great morning, you get overconfident, and you stop following your process. I remember that there was a period when, because of this, my performance dropped a lot. And that's when my mentor told me something that changed everything. I remember that he said that if I was letting one person's opinion determine my entire identity, that was not emotional mature. That was emotional slavery, we can say. And he was right, because I was giving every prospect the power to make me feel good or bad about myself. If they said yes, I was amazing. If they said no, I was terrible. And that's not sustainable. So I learned a new framework for emotional regulation in sales. The step 1 is to separate results from identity. So your close rate doesn't define your worth. A no does not mean you are bad at sales, and a yes does not mean you are the best closer alive. My mantra became, I'm not my results, I'm the person who shows up consistently regardless of results. The step two is create emotional boundaries. So before every call, I take 60 seconds to reset. I do 3 deep breaths. I remind myself my job is to serve this person, not to get validation from them. I visualize a clean state, and whatever happens on the last call stays there. 60 seconds, that's it. But the 60 seconds creates a boundary between calls so that negative energy doesn't bleed into the next conversation. Step 3, reframe rejection. This was the biggest shift for me because my old belief was that if they said no, it was because I was not good enough. My new belief is they said no because the timing, fit, or circumstances were not right. Listen carefully. Most no's have nothing to do with you. They are about the prospect's financial situation, their fear of commitment, their past bad experience, their spouse's opinion, their current life circumstances. Only 8% of no's are actually about your performance. But most closers think 100% of no's are their fault, and that's why they burn out. And here is what happens when I mastered emotional regulation. Before, one bad call ruined my whole day. My close rate was between 18% to 25%, was very inconsistent, and my income was from 5k to 12k per month. It was like a roller coaster. My energy was very bad. I was exhausted, anxious, stressed. But after, the bad calls are not affecting anymore my next call. My close rate is between 35% to 42%, so it's very consistent. And my income is from 20k to 25k per month, so it's very stable. My energy is calm, I'm confident, I'm present, so I'm the same person. I have the same skills, the same opportunities. The only difference was emotional regulation. And here is what nobody tells you. This skill compounds over time because most closers burn out within 12 to 18 months because they can't handle the emotional roller coaster. But closers who master emotional regulation, they're still performing at the high level 5, 10, even 15 years later. And their income doesn't plateau, it keeps growing. Because they are not just getting better at sales techniques, they are getting better at managing themselves. So, through the number 5, the real skill that determines your long-term success in high-ticket sales is not just your closing ability, but it's your ability to stay emotionally regulated regardless of what happens on your calls. And here is how to start building this skill today. So you have to create a pre-call ritual, 60 seconds of breathing and intention setting. Journal after difficult calls. Process emotions instead of suppressing them. Then separate identity from results because you are not your close rate. Okay, so we have covered the 5 truths that nobody tells you about making 10k per month in high ticket sales. 1. The first 90 days are your investment period, not your payoff period. 2. Your feminine energy is your biggest advantage. Use it strategically. 3. You are probably talking to the wrong prospect. Quality of opportunity matters more than skill level. 4. Stop selling, start serving. The money follows genuine care. 5. Emotional regulation is a real skill that separates top earners from everyone else. Now, I know what you might be thinking, Melanie, this sounds great, but is this actually realistic for me? I get it. I had the same question 3 years ago. I was working 60 hours per week for $250 a month in Dubai. I barely spoke conversational English. I had never made a sales call in my life. I didn't know anyone in the industry. Now I completely transferred my life thanks to high ticket sales. Then yes, it can work for you too. But let me be completely honest about what it actually takes. This is for you if you are willing to invest 90 days building a foundation before expecting huge payoffs. You can commit 2 to 3 hours daily for learning and practice, even while you're working full time. You are coachable and willing to follow a proven system instead of trying to reinvent everything. You can handle rejection without taking it personally. You want a skill that creates long-term freedom, not a quick fix. If you checked all these boxes, this can absolutely work for you. But this is not for you if you're looking for get-rich-quick scheme with zero effort. You expect to make 10K in your first 30 days. You are not willing to practice and roleplay even when it feels awkward. And you take every no as a personal attack. You are not ready to invest time and money in yourself. And you want a side hustle you can do 1 to 2 hours per week. I'm not going to lie to you and say this is easy because it's not. But it's simple with the right program. The same program that used my students, Amara, who's already earned 9.2K in commissions this month and will easily pass the 10K mark before the month ends. She's not a special person. She's not naturally gifted at sales. She decided that 90 days of focused effort was worth lifetime of freedom. And if she can do it, you can do it too. So here is what happens next. If you are serious about learning this skill, building a real career in high-ticket sales and creating the kind of freedom that most people only dream about, click the link in the description right now and book a free strategy call with me. On this call, we will map out your current situation and goals, identify if high-ticket sales is the right fit for you, create your personalized 90-day action plan, discuss how my program can support your transformation. You have two choices right now. Choice 1, close this video, go back to your current situation and hope something changes on its own. Keep working 45 to 55 hours per week. Keep earning the same paycheck. Keep dreaming about freedom someday. Keep wondering what if. But choice 2, you click the link below, book your strategy call, and take the first step toward building a skill that could earn you from 10K to 25K per month for the rest of your life. So invest 90 days building a foundation, learn from someone who's actually done it, get placed with vetted companies actively hiring, create the freedom you have been dreaming about. The link is in the description. Click it now, book your call, and let's build your freedom together. I can't wait to meet you on the other side. Remember, your dream life is not something you can wait for. It's something you create. It's all for this video and see you in the next one.